The functions of music supervisors are frequently neglected by the audience, despite the fact that songs play a significant role in defining the tone of a scene. This is especially true in a large series like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where every detail counts. Consider viewing a badass battle sequence that's marred by a poor choice of music. Over the course of 11 years, there have been many noteworthy songs used as background music in the MCU's Infinity Saga. These songs stood out for a variety of reasons, from punctuating important moments of character growth to merely heightening the exhilaration of an action sequence. So here are the top 8 most iconic songs from the MCU's Infinity Saga. Here we go. At number 8, It's Been a Long Time by Harry James and Helen Frost from Avengers Endgame. If Avengers Endgame doesn't tug at your heartstrings throughout the film, there's a good chance this song will make you feel at least a little emotional. The entire film is an emotional roller coaster, from the aftermath of the snap and the deaths of beloved characters to superheroes uniting and rescuing the planet. And this moment is no exception. Following the war, Steve, played by Chris Evans, makes it his duty to reclaim the Infinity Stones. But instead of returning immediately, he stays behind to spend the rest of his life with Peggy, played by Hayley Atwell. In fact, the final scene of this film features them slow dancing to this song. At number 7 is Just a Girl by No Doubt and Captain Marvel. Unfortunately, it took the MCU 8 years to release a film featuring a female lead. It's no surprise that the film is so reviled now that it's finally portrayed from a woman's point of view, and men find it difficult to empathize. Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson, means a lot to a lot of female Marvel fans. Throughout the film, she's told repeatedly to control her emotions and to not let emotions get the best of her. This alludes to the world's predominantly patriarchal system, which forces women to be silent, subordinate, and secondary. The fact that Just a Girl by No Doubt begins playing at the same time Carol completely recognizes her power and beats up every single bad guy in sight is a hugely inspiring moment for both Carol and women everywhere. At number 6 is when Black Sabbath's Iron Man played in, well, Iron Man. 2008's Iron Man should be credited for kickstarting the global MCU phenomenon. The first film focuses mostly on Tony's, played by Robert Downey Jr., playboy and millionaire character, but as he gradually begins to identify as Iron Man, we can plainly see some personal improvement. After defeating the Ironmonger, he is summoned to a news conference to refute the Iron Man allegations. But, being Tony, he defies orders and declares himself to be Iron Man. As the closing credits roll, Iron Man by Black Sabbath begins to play, and it becomes even more iconic when you know Tony truly likes Black Sabbath, because he's been wearing the t-shirt for almost the entire run of Avengers. Coming in at number 5 is the Ramones' Blitzkrieg Bop in Spider-Man Homecoming. Putting Blitzkrieg Bop over a montage of Tom Holland's Peter just being a kind neighbor is one of the nicest things the MCU has done for Spider-Man. The song is wonderfully suited to the film's theme. Homecoming demonstrates that you can have fun with your talents instead of always fighting the bad ones. The song has become so closely associated with the film that when you hear it, you can't help but think of Spider-Man. At number 4 is Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier introduces us to Sam, or the Falcon, for the first time. Steve Rogers, or Captain America, repeatedly shouts "on your left" to Sam as they jog around the same pool, with Steve leading by at least 10 laps. When they start talking, Sam suggests Steve listen to Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man. We don't hear the song until the end of the film, when Cap awakens in the hospital and Sam is seated next to his hospital bed. Falcon's iPad is playing the song in the background. The song, it's safe to say, reflects their undervalued friendship. At number 3 is Kendrick Lamar's Oops from Black Panther. I think we can all agree that the music from Black Panther is some of the most iconic in the MCU Infinity Saga. It was quite difficult to choose just one to include in my list, but picking one of Kendrick Lamar's seemed like the best option. Vincent Staples also contributes his indisputable talents to this fantastic rhythm. Oops is heard during one of the best scenes in Black Panther, where T'Challa, Nakia, Okoye, and Shuri pursue Ulysses through the streets of Busan, all while this beat is playing. Number 2 on the list is Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin in Thor: Ragnarok. In my humble opinion, Thor: Ragnarok is unquestionably the better Thor film. Taika Waititi has outdone himself. The color palette, the playlist, the plot are all excellent. Thor, played by Chris Hemsworth, and Loki by Tom Hiddleston, eventually join forces to save Asgard and fight their wicked sister Hela, played by Cate Blanchett. The Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin is more than fitting for Thor's final fight sequence, in which he demonstrates his full thunder-driven powers. The words of the song are primarily about Norway and Vikings, and they wonderfully encapsulate the plot of the film. And our number 1 choice is Redbone's Come and Get Your Love from Guardians of the Galaxy. An ancient Walkman, Redbone's Come and Get Your Love, a long coat, and a carefree dance in a spot where no one can see him is a wonderful introduction to Peter Quill's, played by Chris Pratt's, character. He does what he wants, is confident in his Star-Lord abilities, and, most importantly, does not overthink the matter as he attempts to retrieve one of the Infinity Stones. The songs in Guardians of the Galaxy are flawless and unquestionably the most catchy. The Walkman also represents Quill's human side, and the relationship he lost with his mother. Everything about this scene is amazing and reflects one of the MCU's best films to date. So there you have it, folks. Did you like today's video? Let us know down in the comments below if there's a different song from an MCU movie that you enjoyed. With that though, we're gonna wrap it up, so if you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible videos like this one. We hope to meet you guys in the next video, but until then, I'll catch you later.